Good morning everyone and welcome to Craftworks. I'm doing a live class tomorrow here on my Facebook page, and one of the cards I'm making is a cube card. So I thought I would make it today just so you can see how it's made from scratch. I'm using the Have a Hoot set. Again, I'm sorry, I know, but I have got some really exciting things coming up, I promise. So first things first, I've got a sheet of A4 and I need to cut that at 20 centimetres. Just move that out of the way. By 21 centimetres. Sometimes I work in inches, sometimes I do not. This is a do not. Okay, so then on the 20-inch side, on the 21-inch side, this side that I've got now, I'm going to score it at 5 centimetres. I'm just going to double check I've got the right blade. There. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. And this will make our cubes. So these are all the scores. So now I'm going to flip it, and this time I'm going to cut 5 centimetres. And then I'm going to cut another 5. And this is all the cutting and scoring for now. So we have our pieces, and you can decorate these first. I prefer to decorate them when they're made into cubes. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold all of my score lines, and I'm popping glue on this flap here. I will when it comes out, and I'm just going to close that like that. That's our first cube. Same again. Another cube. And there we have, whoops. You'll notice mine's not particularly straight. I haven't done a very good job of cutting mine. But that's our cubes. So I've got written down my measurements. So now what I have is I have 8 pieces that are 4.5 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres, and I've cut 8 of those. That's for the little cubes. And then I have 4 4.5 centimetre pieces by 9.5 centimetre pieces, and this is for the big piece. So what I'm going to do is I want my join, I think I'm going to put it I'm just checking my other one. I can't even see the join on my other one. Okay, I did put the join at the back on my other one. Okay, so I'm going to put my glue, just pop that down. And some people find it easier to do this flat. I like to do it while it's assembled. So this piece is going here in the centre. I'm going to put this one here. I'm trying to figure out how to cover the join. I don't like to see the joins. And then this one is going here. And now for the inside, it is a little bit tricky because you're lining it up and it gets fiddly on your fingers. So you want it, so you've got this one and now these two pieces on the inside. So I'm just going to slot that in there. Like that. If you wanted to, you could do all of them. But to be honest with you, you don't see all of it, I don't think. And I'm a bit mean with my cardstock. So that's that one. So now we do our cubes. And my join is here and here. So I'm keeping my joins at the front because you don't really see them. And these are the 4.5 pieces by 4.5. Sorry, somebody down the road is having some work done. I don't know what they're doing. They've been rather noisy all day, but I really cannot be complaining. We've been the noisemakers lately. So we've just had new windows and our roof fixed. So we are all watertight for the winter. And we got to test it out this morning, which was great because we had a massive downpour. And we are watertight. Hooray! So I'm really delighted about that. Now I'm popping this one on the inside. Try not to get my head in the way. And then one here. I told you it's fiddly. It might be easier for you all to do it whilst it's before you assemble, but I'm just not very patient. I like to do it this way. I don't know why. Just to be awkward, I suppose, and then to moan about it. So, what's been going on with you all? Pop me messages, tell me what you're up to. I've had quite a quiet few weeks, apart from all the work going on. Been tea lady. Had an interview. Haven't heard back yet. So we'll see. At the moment, I'm just enjoying crafting with you guys. And again, in the centre of this one, flip it again this way, pop that one in there. So we now have all of our cubes done. So what we want to do now is we want to glue this one to this piece, and I flipped mine around, and can you believe it, I can't find the join that I'm trying to hide here. And this one like that. So I'm going to do that now. I'm really quite excited about my class tomorrow. I've already designed the November class, and I think you are all going to love it. Well, I hope so anyway. I love it. I'm using Snowflake Splendor, and I've got fantastic box, and it really is awesome. And then this one onto here. When we're done, this will make a 4x4 card. Okay, and there are our cubes already. Next up, I have cut 3 pieces of 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters for my stamping. So let's begin. Oh, don't do it like that, that won't work. So just position that and stamp. And then your chamois, give your stamp a clean. Don't worry, these are supposed to look grotty. Takes all the ink off. And then I want this one, but not all of the owls are going to fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position it so I get the first 3. So I want it there, and that's perfect. I have got his little arm in there, but that's not a problem. If we were that worried about it, we could just cut that bit off. But I'm not going to, I'm going to leave it. And then I've got this one, which is those 2. Now, I'm going to cut this one down anyway, so. I'll try that again. Emergency side. No one's going to see it because you're going to back that anyway. I always have trouble with this particular owl. There's better. It will do. There, and that's our stamping. Well, not all of our stamping, but most of our stamping done. The other thing I want to do is a Merry Christmas. You can see my little measurements from the top here. I'm going to slice this down to the size that I want it in a minute. Oh, don't know about that. There. Okay, now we've got a bit of colouring in to do. and then we can start putting these things together. So this one I'm chopping down anyway, so I'm not worried about the mistletoe. So I'm using ivory for the branches and the beaks and their eyes. I really need to catch up on the news. I don't know what's happening in the world. I've not seen any television apart from series I've been watching. I've been watching the series called Life. Has anybody seen it? It is amazing. I absolutely loved it. So I'm really getting to grips with unemployment, I have to say. I've been binge watching programs and not doing an awful lot of housework. So if you haven't seen Life, I highly recommend it. Go to BBC iPlayer. It's fab. And I love all of the characters. Belle is my absolute favourite character. I love her. She's amazing. Okay, so we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Little beaks, little feet. Once the ink is dried, you can go over and make it darker for the little feet and things. I don't have very dark brown, which is a shame. Would have looked perfect. So I'm going to do the present. In red. And I think I'll do his hat in red. And then blue. This is Seaside Spray. This is a really nice snowy wintry colour. And I'm missing a colour. There we go. This is Light Petal Pink. And now I'm going in with grey. I don't think I'm going to colour them all in because I don't think you want to sit and watch me do that. This one I will have to, unfortunately. I'm just going to do an outline on this one. Speed the process up a little bit. I'm trying to be really careful because it's really hard when you're rushing. I'll do the same on this one. So I have a 16-year-old in the house now. Oh, I tell you, we've had loads of fun. And, oh, I need my trimmer back. He had a great time. We went to a really lovely restaurant and they were fantastic. It was George's restaurant in Southampton. And he's so spoilt, my son. He got something that wasn't even on the menu. Okay, so this piece here is 4.5 centimetres by just over 4.5, 4.7. So what I need to do is I need to cut this down. So I want to take off that piece, or a bit more, without slicing his head off. And he fits in there nicely now. So, time to glue these onto here. You can, if you want to, you could, this isn't the right glue, but you could highlight it by flicking your pen across it, just like that. I don't know if you can see that. So just run the edge, makes it not look so stark on the paper. I would normally do this with an ink pad and a dauber, but as I don't have one to hand, the pen will work just fine. You just need to be gentle, not a lot of pressure. And I shall do the same with him. And that is that. My glue. And I'm just going to pop these images in the middle of the bottom squares. Like that. And that. Now I'm just going to put that to one side because these bits are a bit different now. So I need my trimmer again for the Merry Christmas. And where did I put that? Okay, and I'm not really measuring this, I'm just eyeballing it really. I'm just going to bring that up a touch, because it's really quite difficult to stamp a rather large image on a very small piece of paper. And there we have it. So next up, I've got 4 pieces of white card. They are cut at 1.5 centimetres by 4 centimetres. And what we're going to do is fold those in half. one didn't go down very well, did it? The size doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. You just want it so that it's smaller than your labels that are going on. Because what we're going to do is these will glue on and it will make it so that they move and fold flat. So they're going to go like this. Back to back, but straight. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring. He's actually in the other room. He's so loud. Oh, can you hear him? He's actually rolling around now, I think. Trying to grab his back foot. And then this one, like that. And we're going to do the same again on here. Okay, Max. And then this one in here. Oh, that one was tight. I should have pushed it, actually. Let's just see if we can get this off. There, that's better. Move-ish. There. You can see I've not been too careful with them in sizing. So now what we're going to do is these pieces are going to glue on to each of these pieces here. Just wait for Max to sit himself down. Just need to make sure that's up round the right way. So I'm just going to lay it like that. I'm just going to place it there. It is a little bit tricky, so you need to get your hand inside both of the cubes. Sorry, moved it off of camera, didn't I? And just place it like that. And then you can see and then the same again for the greeting on the top. And you can do this type of card all year round. It doesn't have to be Christmas, it can be absolutely anything. This would make quite a special Mother's Day card. You could have flowers coming out of the top. And I'm just going to place this one here and here, just holding it in place. Just double check that this one. And there we have our cube card. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.